The challenge of the future. When Peter Thiel interviews people, he likes to ask them what unique truth they know that very few people agree upon. It is a hard question because the American education system is flawed. When we have learned something to be true, it is also something that a majority of people have agreed upon. Horizontal progress is easy to imagine. That is when you improve something that you already know works. That will take you from a Z. Vertical progress is harder because you need to do something that has never been done before. That will take you from 0 to 1. China is prospering by horizontal progress. Globalization has allowed this to happen. By copying or improving something that already exists, you will not get ahead. Technology is what has taken you from 0 to 1. You can have both horizontal and vertical progress, one at a time or neither. Right now, we experience globalization, but limited technology progress. The progress has mainly been made in IT. The future depends on technology, not on globalization. It is almost implied that the developed countries are leading, and other countries should aim to keep up. Peter Thiel does not agree. If China and India, for example, double their energy consumption, it would be a catastrophic pollution disaster using the practices from today. Globalization without technology is not sustainable. Party like it's 1999. It's easy to fall prey to popular delusional beliefs. Conventional wisdom can be persuasive. One way to think clearly and eliminate delusion is to study history. Look at the 1990s. Some people have warm, nostalgic sentiment for this era, but both good things and bad things happened in the 1990s. Grunge music proves how bummed out everyone was. Then, dot-com mania raged from 1998 to 2000. Investors were throwing money at any startup. People were leaving good-paying jobs to strike out on their own and form new companies, certain that they would become rich. A lot of money was lost, but people believed so strongly in the dot-com economy that they didn't heed the warning signs. The cognitive dissonance of Silicon Valley was terrifying. The tech bubble and irrational exuberance made common sense seem like an eccentric attitude. The dot-com crash brought the good times to a halt, and this trauma still affects Silicon Valley. It instilled some deep-seated beliefs in the valley that persist to this day, including suspicion of grandiose visions. Small advances, incremental changes are safer. Agility became one of the most valuable characteristics a firm could have. Rather than investing in long-term plans, companies needed to be lean and mean, able to respond to changing circumstances. Improving products in existing markets became more important than creating new markets. Look at what competitors are doing and imitate them. Many people consider these lessons learned to be of central importance. Actually, there is probably more wisdom to be found in the opposite principles. There's a lot of value in being bold and making big moves. If it even needs to be said, planning is important. Competitive markets aren't where the big profits can be found, it's better to create new markets. And it's important to keep in mind that sales are as important as product. Advertising is not a waste of resources. People are overcompensating, but they need to get back to taking risks. They shouldn't go crazy with it like they did in the 90s. They have to strike the right balance between caution and taking chances on innovation. All happy companies are different. Summary. This chapter explains the difference between competition and monopoly and the reason that successful companies must be monopolies. Peter Thiel wants readers to ask themselves, what valuable company is nobody building? Being a valuable company isn't enough, companies must also capture value and thus make a profit. What matters is not the amount of value generated but the amount retained by the company. Thiel distinguishes between two distinct economic models, perfect competition and monopoly. Perfect competition occurs when producer supply meets economic demand. Because firms share market power, no firm profits in the long term. Monopoly occurs when one company owns the market with no competition. An ideal monopoly is one that provides the best product in its field. Capitalism, an economic system encouraging businesses to earn private profit, is the opposite of competition because competition decreases profits. Though monopolists and competitors may seem to resemble one another, major differences exist between them. Monopolists such as the technology company Google exaggerate the power of their competitors to conceal the fact they have a monopoly. Google describes its market as the union of many large markets. By contrast, competitors, or non-monopolists, exaggerate their unique features to conceal the fact that they aren't all that different from the competition. They describe their market as the intersection of several small markets. Because competitors must fight for a profit, they become ruthless to survive. Conversely, monopolists, who lack the pressure of competition, can focus on vision, mission, and ethics. Creative monopolies also have a positive effect on consumers and society as a whole. When each company solves a unique problem or invents a better process, consumers' lives improve. Monopolies are crucial to progress. In fact, a business must be a monopoly to succeed. If the business does something no one else can, it won't be threatened by competitors. The ideology of competition. Creative monopoly means new products that benefit everybody and sustainable profits for the creator. Competition is an ideology, the ideology that encompasses our society and distorts our thinking. We preach competition, internalize its necessity, and enact its orders, and as a result, we trap ourselves within it. Even though the more we compete, the less we gain. Rivalry causes us to overemphasize old opportunities and slavishly copy what has worked in the past. If you can't beat a rival, it may be better to merge. Last mover advantage. Being the first mover in a market doesn't guarantee success. It's often more advantageous to be the last mover, building upon existing ideas and improving them. Timing is crucial in business, and being patient can lead to greater opportunities. Last mover advantage. Growth and sustainability create value. Escaping the competition allows access to a monopoly, but a monopoly is only good business if it has a sustainable future. In 0 to 1, Peter Thiel explains that the current value of a company is the sum of all the money that it will make in the future. By comparing the cash flows of a company, we can easily see the difference between businesses with slow growth and startups with strong growth. Characteristics of a monopoly in 0 to 1. Every monopoly is unique. Having said that, monopolistic companies usually have a certain blend of characteristics in common. Analysis your business in line with these characteristics can be helpful in thinking about ways to make it sustainable. Exclusive technology. According to Peter Thiel, exclusive technology must be at least 10 times better than the others. That way it makes your product difficult or impossible to replicate, e.g. Google search algorithms. As a general rule, exclusive technology must be at least 10 times as efficient as its nearest substitute in an important area for it to lead to a genuine monopolistic advantage. Anything of a lower magnitude will probably be seen as a marginal improvement. This makes it difficult to sell, especially in a market that is already saturated. Economies of scale. The fixed costs related to the creation of a product may be spread out over a greater volume of sales. A good startup must integrate the potential to become large-scale to its initial design. Brand image. Creating a strong brand is a powerful way to claim a monopoly. Peter Thiel offers the example of Apple. Apple conveys the idea that its brand offers products that are so good that they form a category apart. The strategy is as follows. Building a monopoly. The brand, the scale, the network effects, and the technology together in a certain combination define a monopoly. To make these elements work, choose your market carefully and deliberately opt for expansion. Start small and become a monopoly. All startups are small to begin with. All monopolies dominate a large share of the market. That is why every startup has to begin with a very small market. For a startup, the perfect market target consists of a small group of close-knit people served by few or no competitors. When you develop a plan to expand into adjacent markets, do not create any rupture, do not disturb anything. Avoid competition as much as possible. The last shall be first. You often hear about the pioneer advantage. If you are the first to enter a market, you are guaranteed a non-negligible share, until such time as competitors start to get involved. In reality, as far as Peter Thiel is concerned, being the first mover is of no benefit. Someone else can turn up and topple you. In 0 to 1, he explains that it is much better to be the last mover. This means, make the last great development in a specific market and enjoy years or even decades of monopoly profits. To achieve this, the best way is to dominate a small niche and to grow on this basis, following an ambitious long-term vision. You are not a lottery ticket. An important question in business is whether success is a matter of luck or work. Objectively, it is impossible to say. Empirically though, we observe that successful entrepreneurs are rarely successful only once. This would tend to confirm that success in business is a matter of skills, not luck. Generations ago, luck was engineered. Luck was preparation, dedication, and hard work to achieve a purpose. Lucky people believed they made their own luck. As such, calling someone lucky for their success was considered stupid. Future improvements can be forecast with confidence. Hope for a better future that cannot be predicted. Absolute pessimism, the future can be forecast and it will be worse. Unending pessimism, there is no way to know the future. Follow the money. Performance follows a power distribution. In a fund, the best company will earn more than all the rest combined. In a company, one market and one distribution method will perform far better than the rest. In a career decision, one path will be much better than the rest. But we don't see the power distribution, instead, we see a normal distribution. Schooling teaches that all skills are useful, just pick one. We don't understand exponential growth, we see small early differences and think they'll stay that way. As a result, we pour effort into fixing failures instead of we see a normal distribution. Schooling teaches that all skills are useful, just pick one. We don't understand exponential growth, we see small early differences and think they'll stay that way. As a result, we pour effort into fixing failures instead of growing successes. But we should instead pick a small group of candidates, each of which has the potential to vastly succeed. The power law is important for everyone, because everyone is an investor, founders in their companies, individuals in their careers. Schools encourage diversification of skills, but the students cannot diversify themselves, they must choose a path. The power law of venture capital. Venture capitalists, VCs, try to find, fund, and profit from promising early-stage companies. Unfortunately, most startups fail, usually soon after they start, and a few companies will drastically outperform all others. Hence, a good VC should only invest in companies that can potentially go from 0 to 1, and succeed at large scale. Likewise, all of us are investors, entrepreneurs invest time and money in their startups, and employees invest time in their career. The question to ask is, will what you are doing be valuable decades from now? Secrets. This chapter teaches readers how to use secrets, truths no one else knows, to inspire innovation. All ideas and discoveries once were unsuspected or unknown. The question relevant to startups is, what valuable company is nobody building? Most people think that no secrets remain to be discovered. Peter Thiel cites the extreme example of terrorist Ted Kaczynski, better known as the Unabomber, who divided goals into the easy, the challenging, and the impossible. He argued that the world's difficult problems have been solved already, giving people nothing to work toward in life. Many others hold this view, believing that there are no hard secrets left. Thiel identifies 4 social trends that have made people lose faith in secrets. Incrementalism discourages overachievement by promoting a step-by-step approach to learning. Risk aversion makes people fear taking chances and being wrong. Complacency lulls people into contentment with what is already known. Flatness, the belief that the world is so large and competitive, leads people to think that someone else will find every secret before they do. However, secrets are everywhere, in hidden social injustices, marketplace inefficiencies, and other truths no one wants to believe. When companies stop believing in secrets, they stop innovating, and they fail. Great companies, like great scientists and engineers, search for secrets and solve problems as a result. Many companies find that the biggest secrets are so simple that no one suspects them. Secrets can be about nature or about people. Uncovering human secrets, for instance, may require someone to think about what people aren't permitted to say. Secrets are found where no one else will think to look. Someone who discovers a secret can't tell the whole world, but they can't keep it to themselves either. The happy medium involves starting a company to create change. Foundations. The start of a thing, the foundations, are really important. Decisions made early on can be hard to change later. Early mistakes can prove fatal to startups. This is the time when the groundwork is laid, when the rules are written. The beginning determines everything that comes after. Be very careful who your co-founder is. Don't do it with just anyone. It's like getting married. Avoid an ugly divorce by being careful who you choose for a partner. Starting with the right team is also important. Everyone on your team has to get along. There needs to be structure. Roles should be well defined. Don't worry about any of this stifling creativity. Creativity won't thrive in a state of anarchy. Having some amount of organization is critical. Ownership, possession, and control are all different things. With startups, the owner usually has ownership and possession, while control often goes to the board. This can cause conflict. Small boards are better than big boards. It will be easier for them to reach decisions and manage conflict. 3 board members are good. Don't ever have more than 5 board members. Even small boards can bring problems for the firm, however. A small board can be quite effective in opposing management. For this reason, be very cautious about the people you choose to serve on the board of directors. Avoid outsourcing. Keep everyone together, working full-time for the team. Avoid telecommuting and part-time workers. Everybody needs to feel like they are all pulling towards the same goal. It's like Ken Kesey said, you're either on the bus or off the bus. Keep the CEO lean and hungry. Low CEO pay keeps the CEO from getting stuck on defending the status quo. It also telegraphs to everyone else on the team how committed the boss is. Low CEO salary will make it easier to keep everyone else's pay low as well. People need to be adequately compensated. Cash compensation tends to keep people focused on short-term value. For this reason, stock options are preferable to bonuses. Equity gives employees a part of the company and make them feel they really have a stake in it. Just be careful to avoid letting people know the exact amount of equity their coworkers hold. It could trigger jealousy and hostility. Employee stock options are a good way to increase loyalty, but not everyone will like it equally, though. Some people have a strong preference for cash pay. The Mechanics of Mafia. Peter Thiel emphasizes the significance of fostering a unique and cohesive company culture, which he refers to as the Mafia. He draws from his experience at PayPal, where the company culture was inspired by the intensity and camaraderie of the early PayPal team. Thiel describes the characteristics of the PayPal Mafia, which included a small, tightly knit group of talented individuals who were fiercely loyal to one another. They shared a common vision, took calculated risks, and were dedicated to achieving their goals. Thiel argues that creating a mafia-like culture within your startup can be a powerful asset. It helps attract and retain top talent, encourages innovation, and enables the company to move quickly and decisively. This kind of culture can be a competitive advantage in the business world. He also discusses the challenges of maintaining this culture as a company grows. As a company expands, it becomes more challenging to preserve the same level of cohesion and intensity that characterized the early days. Thiel offers insights on how to address these challenges and adapt the mafia culture to a larger organization. Importance of a strong company culture. Thiel emphasizes the critical role of a unique and cohesive company culture, which he refers to as the mafia. This culture helps in attracting top talent, fostering innovation, and building a sense of camaraderie within the organization. It is seen as a competitive advantage for startups. Scaling and adapting the culture. Thiel acknowledges that maintaining the mafia culture can become challenging as a company grows. He offers insights on how to adapt and preserve this culture within a larger organization, highlighting the importance of maintaining core values while allowing for some flexibility to accommodate growth. If you build it, will they come? Thiel explores the importance of distribution and marketing for startups. Thiel emphasizes that having a great product or technology is not enough for a startup to succeed. You can't simply build something and expect customers to magically appear. Instead, you need to actively plan and execute your distribution and marketing strategies. He discusses the concept of sales and distribution as one of the 7 questions every business must answer. Thiel argues that you should think about your distribution channels and customer acquisition methods from the very beginning of your startup journey. Thiel also talks about the difference between viral growth and word-of-mouth growth. While viral growth can be explosive, it's often hard to predict and control. Word-of-mouth growth, on the other hand, can be more reliable and manageable. He advises entrepreneurs to focus on creating a strong distribution plan, leveraging partnerships, and optimizing their sales efforts to ensure that their product or service reaches the right audience. The importance of actively strategizing and executing distribution and marketing plans to make a startup successful, rather than relying solely on the quality of the product or technology. Distribution is as important as innovation. Thiel emphasizes that building a great product is only half the battle. The other half is effectively distributing and marketing that product to the right audience. Without a well-thought-out distribution strategy, even the most innovative products may go unnoticed. Sales and distribution must be planned. Thiel suggests that startups should consider their distribution channels and sales strategies as early as possible. Instead of assuming that a good product will sell itself, entrepreneurs should actively plan how to reach and acquire customers, whether through partnerships, word of mouth, or other means. This proactive approach to distribution is crucial for a startup's success. Man and machine. In this chapter, Thiel discusses the evolving relationship between humans and technology, particularly focusing on artificial intelligence and automation. Thiel begins by acknowledging the advancements in AI and automation, which are transforming various industries. He emphasizes that while these technologies can be powerful tools, they also raise important questions about the future of work and human roles in a world dominated by machines. Thiel argues that instead of fearing AI and automation, we should view them as complementary to human capabilities. He suggests that the best approach is to find ways in which humans can work alongside machines to enhance productivity and creativity. The chapter explores the idea that true innovation comes from the collaboration between humans and machines. Thiel believes that humans should focus on tasks that require creativity, intuition, and emotional intelligence, while leaving routine and repetitive tasks to machines. Thiel also emphasizes the importance of building a technology-driven future that aligns with our values and aspirations. He encourages entrepreneurs to create businesses that empower individuals and enhance human potential, rather than simply replacing humans with technology. Complementary collaboration. Thiel emphasizes the idea that humans and machines should work together in a complementary manner. Rather than viewing technology as a threat to jobs and human capabilities, he suggests that the true potential lies in finding ways for humans and machines to enhance each other's strengths. This collaborative approach can lead to greater innovation and productivity. Human-centered innovation. Thiel encourages entrepreneurs to focus on creating technology and businesses that align with human values and aspirations. Instead of simply automating tasks or replacing human workers, he advocates for innovations that empower individuals and enhance their creative and emotional capacities. This human-centered approach ensures that technology serves humanity's needs and aspirations, rather than diminishing them. Seeing green. Thiel focuses on the importance of sustainable growth and explores the concept of green technology beyond just environmental concerns. The green question. Thiel begins by discussing the challenges of our planet's future and the role technology plays in addressing them. He emphasizes that merely making small, incremental improvements, going from 1 to n, won't be enough to solve the world's most pressing problems. Vertical progress. Thiel introduces the concept of vertical progress, which involves creating entirely new, groundbreaking technologies or solutions. He argues that true innovation occurs when you go from 0 to 1, meaning you create something entirely new and unique. Monopoly and sustainability. Thiel believes that creating a monopoly in your industry can actually be beneficial for sustainability. Monopolies allow companies to have more control over their resources and invest in long-term, environmentally conscious initiatives. Global sustainability. Thiel challenges the notion that globalization automatically leads to sustainability. He argues that global competition can actually hinder sustainable practices because companies are focused on short-term gains rather than long-term sustainability. The role of entrepreneurs. Thiel highlights the crucial role of entrepreneurs in driving innovation and sustainable progress. He encourages aspiring entrepreneurs to focus on solving important problems and creating unique, valuable solutions. Clean tech. Thiel discusses the clean tech industry and suggests that many of its failures were due to a lack of differentiation and reliance on government subsidies. He argues that true green technology should be innovative and self-sustaining. The power of technology. Thiel emphasizes that technology, when used creatively and thoughtfully, can be a powerful tool for addressing environmental and sustainability challenges. The Founder's Paradox. The Founder's Paradox. In this chapter, Thiel explores the challenges and paradoxes that founders face as they build and scale their companies. Defining the founder's paradox, Thiel introduces the concept of the founder's paradox, which is the idea that great companies often appear crazy and nonsensical to outsiders. Founders must have a strong vision and the ability to pursue that vision even when it seems unconventional or risky. Brilliant thinking. Thiel encourages founders to think independently and critically, challenging conventional wisdom. He believes that true innovation comes from those who are willing to question the status quo and come up with novel solutions. Secrets. Thiel emphasizes the importance of keeping certain aspects of your business secret, as this can give you a competitive advantage. He also suggests that sharing your long-term vision too early can be detrimental, as it might attract competition. Timing and momentum. The timing of when you launch your product or enter the market is crucial. Thiel discusses the significance of being in the right place at the right time and creating momentum for your company. Lean startups versus monopoly. Thiel challenges the popular lean startup methodology, suggesting that it may not be the best approach for creating a monopoly. He argues that lean startups often focus on incremental improvements, while true innovation requires bold, contrarian thinking. 0 to 1 lessons. The power of monopoly. Thiel argues that creating a successful startup is not about competition but about creating a monopoly. Monopolies are companies that offer unique products or services, which allows them to dominate a market without direct competition. Thiel emphasizes the importance of finding and creating a niche where you can establish a monopoly, as this can lead to long-term success. Focus on technology and innovation. Thiel highlights the significance of technological innovation in building a successful startup. He encourages entrepreneurs to focus on creating groundbreaking technology or solutions that have the potential to change the world, rather than simply incremental improvements. True innovation can lead to exponential growth and differentiation in the market. The importance of contrarian thinking. Thiel emphasizes the value of contrarian thinking. Instead of following the crowd and pursuing conventional wisdom, successful entrepreneurs often challenge prevailing beliefs and take unconventional paths. Being contrarian can lead to unique opportunities and competitive advantages. These lessons from 0 to 1 provide valuable insights for anyone looking to start a business or innovate in their field.